Hello dear students. Okay, in this video we are going to learn sign of quadratic expression. Sign of quadratic expression. Theoretically we learn. That means without using the graph or uh, by simplifying the quadratic expression, uh, we'll draw the graph and we'll understand the concept. Sign of quadratic expression. In last class only I explained. Sign of quadratic expression means whether it's positive or negative, or if it is positive, what values of x is positive, if it is negative, for what values of x it is negative. That's what we are going to discuss. Now let's take quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c. In the first class I told this, how do you write this? If I take a common, then we are going to get x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. This is very important form. If I simplify this by using completing squares, what I'm going to get is x plus b by 2a whole square minus here minus, so here one more time, root delta. You remember, I think, root delta whole square we get. That means here what we are going to get is b square minus 4ac by 2a whole square means 4a square. Root delta by 2a whole square. In the first class I taught this one. So now what I'm going to do is, so here quadratic expression sign I want. So if it is positive, for what values it's positive, if it is negative, for what values it is negative. So this is for the basic thing is this one. So here this is whole thing I brought into x, and this is remaining term, constant term. This is variable term, this is a constant term. So through this we'll understand now. So now case 1. So what is this? This is what is the delta. B square minus 4ac is what is delta. So now here delta, what is the first case? Is delta greater than 0 I am taking. Or okay, first case we take as okay, if delta less than 0, this is easy case, that's why we'll begin with the delta less than 0. If delta less than 0, what you are going to get? Okay, delta less than 0 means so b square minus 4ac, this is a negative. So I'm going to write now f of x, I am going to write is delta less than 0. Now this is a into this is x plus b by 2a whole square. This is one part minus, see, understand, b square minus 4ac is negative. So negative into negative is positive. That means b square minus 4ac is less than 0. That means 4ac minus b square is greater than 0. So that means here if you take, this is plus. This is b square minus 4ac. This is plus by 4a square also positive. Positive by positive. This is positive. You understand? Hope you understand. This is a positive number. So here 4ac minus b square by 4a square. So this is positive. This is also positive. Okay. So that means here if delta is less than 0, this is, now this I can simply write, if at all, this one if I write, this is positive plus some positive, this is greater than or equal to 0 plus some positive number. So what I can write, this is simply I can write this is here depending on a, that means f of x divided by a. If I write divided by a, so then what will happen? This is positive. I can write, what is this? X plus b by 2a whole square plus this is 4ac minus b square by 4a square. So this is always, I would like to write like this, greater than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a square. That means this is greater than or equal to 0. Na? This term is greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0 plus this added both sides. That means like this, x plus b by 2a whole square is always greater than or equal to 0 because it is square. Na? Square is always positive or 0. For this I added this term on both sides, then I get this one. That means f of x by a is always greater than or equal to this. Okay, this, that means positive by positive. That means what we can write is simply if delta less than 0, f of x by a is, this is positive. Simply if I say positive plus positive is positive. So simply what I can write is f of x by a is greater than 0 is what we get. if delta less than 0. That means f of x and a will have same sign. So what is the conclusion now? F of x and a will have same sign for all x belongs to R. That is the conclusion. This is what is the conclusion. That means here if a is negative, f of x must be negative. If a is positive, f of x must be positive. Like last class I explained, again I am explaining. If a is positive, that means f of x should be positive. F of x should be positive means like this. Okay, for all real numbers. F of x is also greater than 0 for all real numbers. A less than 0, the graph will be like this. So that means f of x is always less than 0 for all real numbers is what is very important. Now let's take example. What does it mean? So let's take f of x equal to, I'm going to take x square plus x plus 3. Okay, this I am taking the quadratic expression. So if I take this quadratic expression, so in this delta, what is delta? B square minus 4ac. So that is minus 11 less than 0. Delta less than 0. If delta less than 0, graph here, a is what is positive. So if at all you understand through the graph, this is like this. Graph is like this. That means if a is positive, so graph is positive. So that means what I can say is x square plus x plus 3 is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. So that means now what I discussed here, a and expression will have same sign. A and expression will have same sign. F of x and a will have same sign. What is the sign of a here? What is the sign of a here? Sign of a is, in this case, sign of a is positive. Therefore, whole expression is positive. So a is positive, expression is positive if delta is less than 0. This is the example. So now let's take second example. So here f of x equal to, let's say, minus x square plus minus x square plus 1. Okay, then minus, this is minus 5. Let's say minus x minus 5. Here what is delta? B square minus 4ac minus 4ac. So this is 1 minus 20. So this is less than 0. That means this graph is, this is less than 0, delta less than 0. Then you have to see what is the sign of a. A and expression will have same sign. A is negative. That means f of x is also negative. That means graph will be like this. Graph will be like this. Graph will be like this for all real numbers. For all x belongs to R, the graph will be like this. Hope you understand this one. So these are the examples for that. So we'll go to next one. All right. So next case, case 2. What is the case 2? Delta equal to 0. Let's take delta equal to 0. That's for case 2. So now, if delta equal to 0, that means what? B square minus 4ac is what equal to 0. So then what you're going to get in this case, f of x equal to, again, if you take a common, the expression is very important. X plus b by 2a whole square plus, now I am writing 4ac minus b square by 4a square. I am writing like this one thing. This minus I took inside, minus d by 4a square. I am writing like this. So now here, this b square minus 4ac or 4ac minus b square, this part is 0. That means f of x equal to, what do I get is a into x plus b by 2a whole square. This is plus, this part is what is 0. So this is what I get. That means now this is positive or negative, we don't know, because it depends on a. Now this value I know, x plus b by 2a. That's the reason a I am taking this side. So this value I know, either it is greater than 0 or it is equal to 0. When it is equal to 0, when x equal to minus b by 2a, it is 0. So now what I would like to say is here, f of x and a will have same sign, or f of x and a will have same sign for all x belongs to R except minus b by 2a. So what is the conclusion now? Delta, if delta equal to 0, then f of x and a will have same sign. Positive means if it is positive, a is positive, this is positive. A is negative, this is negative. Negative by negative also positive. Positive by positive also positive. That is the reason f of x and a will have same sign, but this is for all x belongs to R except to minus b by 2a. At minus b by 2a, what will happen? This is going to be 0. So therefore, so what does it mean? That is, if a is greater than 0, that implies f of x is greater than or equal to 0 for all, this is for all x belongs to R. This is one case you can write. Or if a equal to 0, you can write that implies f of x is positive for all x belongs to R except one value at minus b by 2a. At minus b by 2a, it is positive. Minus b by 2a, it is, it is minus b by 2a, it is equal to 0. Remaining all values, whatever value you take except minus b by 2a, it is only positive because square is there. So this is the conclusion. So okay, that is if a greater than 0. Another, if a less than 0, what's going to happen? If a less than 0, if a is negative, negative into positive is positive, like that. Sorry, negative into positive is negative. Therefore, if a is less than 0, then what is going to happen? F of x is, a is negative, f of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to R except one value, that is minus b by 2a. So that means this also you can see by the graph. The graph is like this. For a equal to 0, upward parabola is like this. Already last class we saw, that is this one. What is this? X equal to minus b by 2a point. This is. That means this point is minus b by 2a comma 0. At minus b by 2a, this is x comma y here. At minus b by 2a, it is 0. Remaining all values, it is positive, like this. And for a less than 0, the graph is like this. For a less than 0, graph will be like this, touching x-axis only at one point. Sorry, this one point is touching. Okay, so this except this value minus b by 2a. This value is what? Minus b by 2a comma 0. X-axis na at minus b by 2a, it is 0. So for minus b by 2a, it is 0. Remaining all values, it is positive, it is negative. So this point. So therefore, the conclusion is, if delta is equal to 0, this is a conclusion. Then f of x and a will have same sign for all real numbers except to one value. Except to one value. This is what. Okay, this is a conclusion. So now next, let's take the next one. Next one, what is that? Case 3. Case 3 is delta greater than 0. If delta greater than 0, that implies there must be two real roots. Real roots will be there. What are the real roots? Let's say alpha comma beta are the real roots. That implies here alpha is less than beta. Let's take alpha beta is here. If delta greater than 0, there must be two distinct real and distinct roots. Distinct means one of the sign must exist. We are taking some alpha is less than beta, alpha is negative, beta is positive. We are taking. So now what you are going to write now? This also we explained already. F of x equal to, if I take a common. If I take a common, so what you are going to get here? X square plus b by a into x plus c by a is what you are going to get. Here a into x square, this is minus b by a. Minus, where b by a is, minus b by a is alpha plus beta. So b by a is minus of alpha plus beta into x plus, this is alpha beta. This what you can write, a into x minus alpha into x minus beta. You are going to write. Now here f of x by a, I am going to write is x minus alpha into x minus beta. So this is one. So now what I am doing here, when delta is greater than 0, expression is positive or negative, we are seeing. So when delta is greater than 0, now this expression can be positive or negative, anything. So therefore, what you can say is, here f of x by a is greater than 0. That means what? X minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than 0. Greater than 0 implies what? Greater than 0 means, here, greater than 0 means two cases. Na? Here, this is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means, in this case, what you are going to get is Okay, so without graph only we'll do this one. Huh? So f of x by a is positive. That means x minus alpha and x minus beta is greater than 0. That implies greater than means does not lie between the roots. So yeah, this is if at all you take this one. Huh? Between alpha and beta, between alpha and beta it is positive. Between alpha and beta it is negative. So like this we draw the graph. Huh? So here this is more than beta. If you take more than beta, that means automatically more than alpha. So it becomes positive. So greater than 0 means minus infinity to alpha. This you learn in first year functions. So this is beta to infinity. So now that means here f of x and a should have same sign. Okay, when x belongs to minus alpha to infinity and beta to minus infinity to alpha and beta to infinity, both will have same sign. So now this is a case 1. So now case 2, what is the case 2? If at all f of x by a, this f of x by less than 0, that means what? X minus alpha into x minus beta is less than 0. That means lies between the roots. Now x belongs to alpha beta. Okay, so that means here f of x and a will have same sign if x does not lie between the roots, and f of x by a will f of x and a will have opposite sign when x belongs to alpha and beta. So hope you understand this one. From this what you get actually is f of x and a, if f of x is positive, a is positive here, that means here in this case if a is positive, then what you can write? F of x becomes positive. F of x becomes positive for x belongs to minus infinity to infinity union beta to infinity. In this interval, it's going to be positive, right? And f of x is less than 0. That means if a is positive, f of x is positive in this interval. And that means in this interval it is positive, means remaining interval it is negative. Like that. F of x is less than 0 for x belongs to alpha to beta. This point, if you understand. Actually easy when you do the problems actually. So here in this case what? If a is, in this case, if a is greater than 0, then f of x is less than 0. Actually, f of x is less than 0. Alright, so if a is positive, then f of x must be negative. So f of x is negative. So a and x will have opposite sign in this interval. In this interval. So that means if a is positive, f of x is negative. Alright, so if a is positive, f of x is negative. Yeah. If a is positive, f of x is negative in this interval. In this interval, it is negative. That means if a is positive, that finally it means if a is positive, so like this only. No? So like this graph is like this. A is positive, the alpha beta are the roots like this. If A is positive, so expression is positive in this interval. If expression is positive in this interval, expression is negative. That's what I explained here. In this interval, expression is negative if A is positive. If A is positive, in this interval, expression is positive. Right? And in this interval, expression is negative. So that is for x is positive. A is positive. A is negative. What will happen? A is negative. Opposite. If A is negative, very simply you can remember like this. A is negative like this. So between alpha beta, it is positive. Otherwise, it's negative. So very easy. Do the graph very easily. You can remember. So now let's take a few examples. Actually, few examples you can understand easily. So now let's take an example. F of x equal to here. We'll take this example. Very simple example. X square minus 6x plus 9. So we have to discuss sign of this quadratic expression. Question is discuss the sign of this quadratic expression. Sign of f of x. That means whether it is positive or negative. If it is positive, which interval it's positive. If it is negative, which interval it's a negative. That's the question. So now here actually delta I need to find, actually by seeing only you can understand. So, but through concept what we discussed, through that concept we will discuss this. So here delta is b square minus 4ac, 4 b square minus 4ac. Yeah, here b square is minus 6 square, b square minus 4ac. So 36 minus 36 equal to 0. So if delta equal to 0, graph will be like this. You have to understand, graph will be like this. So it is a is positive, so therefore the graph will be like this. You understand? Like this. So now here, what you can say is the expression is always positive. Expression is always positive. That means f of x is greater than or equal to 0 for all real numbers. So you can write this one thing. And another thing you can write is f of x is positive. So actually saying, actually this becomes x minus 3 whole square. That means at x equal to minus 3, for all real numbers except minus b by 2a. When delta equal to 0, what are the roots? Both the roots are equal. Equal roots are this 3 comma 3 are the roots. So equal, same roots you get. Both are equal. Both the roots are equal. Na? So except that equal root, remaining all places, it's only positive because a is positive. So now let's take another example for this. F of x equal to, I am taking this is minus x square plus 6x minus 9. Wanted, I am taking this one. So this one will be like this. This one will be like this. Because if I take minus common, what you are going to get? X minus 3 whole square only. So the roots are what? What are the roots? 3 comma 3 only roots. So at 3 comma 3 it is 0. Remaining all values, you see this is very simple thing if you understand. So this is except 3, any value keep also, this is positive. So positive into negative is negative only. Na? So therefore this is negative. So whatever a value, we have the same value, same sign expression is going to get. So here since a is negative here, expression also negative for all real numbers. So what I write? For all x belongs to R except 3, f of x is less than 0 in this case. Okay, these are the examples. So now we'll take another example. So another example I'm taking. So find discuss the sign of quadratic expression x square minus, I'm writing wantedly like this. Okay, like this. So discuss the sign of quadratic expression. So now here, if you find the delta, you understand this one. Delta is positive actually. Here delta is greater than 0. If you see here, I can write that means two roots will be there, x minus 3 into x minus 4. So now here, I need to discuss sign. If it is positive, that means x minus 3 into x minus 4 is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means more than 4. If I take this parabola, this must be parabola, and at 3 it is 0, at 4 it is 0, more than 4 it is actually positive. You see more than 4, 5 if you keep, it's automatically positive. Okay, this upward parabola because a is positive. So and here also it is positive. So then what you can write from this? So f of x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to minus infinity to 3 union 4 to infinity. And f of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to 3 to 4. At 3 to 4 it is actually 0. So this is how we discuss the sign of quadratic expression. Another expression will take f of x equal to minus x square plus 7x minus 12, I'm writing. So if you see here, this expression is same, this only I'm taking, just you have to take minus common. So if I write this one, this is minus of x minus 3 into x minus 4. That's all it is. So then this is at 3 it is 0, roots are same. No, at 4 it is 0. Between 3 and 4 it is positive. And you can see here actually more than 4 if you keep, no, Pi, if you keep this is positive, positive into negative is negative. More than 4 it is negative. Less than 3 also it is negative. Between 3 and 4 it is positive. Therefore, you can write f of x is positive. That is a concept. Expression is positive for all x belongs to 3 to 4, and expression is negative for all x belongs to minus infinity to 3 union 4 to infinity. It is negative. Okay, hope you understand. This is the sign of quadratic expression. So we discussed through theory. That is actually here we started with this actually. We started with this one. So sign of quadratic expression. So the expression you can write like this, and depending on delta. Now this is b square minus 4ac is delta. If it is negative, delta is negative. This is negative, 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 positive, positive by positive, positive, positive plus positive is positive. So therefore, if delta less than 0, if this is negative, this whole expression is going to be positive. Therefore, if a is positive, whole expression is positive. A is negative, whole expression is negative, because this is anyway positive. If it is negative, the whole expression is negative. If it is positive, whole expression is positive. That's what we discussed here. So therefore, we discussed A is positive, expression is positive. A is negative, whole expression becomes negative like this. So therefore, conclusion is, for delta less than 0, delta less than 0 means imaginary roots. Delta less than 0 means imaginary roots. If it has imaginary roots, f of x is positive for all real numbers. Right? A and expression will have same sign. Means A is positive, expression is positive. A is negative, expression is negative. So for this we discuss examples. And next, delta equal to 0. What we discussed, delta equal to 0, this whole thing becomes 0. Therefore, this is either positive or 0 depending on your value. Right? So if A is positive, this is also going to be positive. Positive into positive, or this becomes 0. Therefore, if A is positive, this is positive. If A is negative, this is also going to be negative. That's what we discussed. If delta is less than 0, then f of x and a will have same sign for all real numbers except minus b by 2a. So that's what I explained here. So the next, if delta greater than 0, two roots will be there. You can write expression like this. Two roots will be there. Therefore, expression turns out to be like this. So if this f of x by a is positive, that means if a is positive, f of x is positive. Right? For these values. Okay, for remaining values it's negative. And that's what we explained here. And then next, we took the examples. So this is the sign of quadratic expression. So very, very important concept. Okay, hope you understand this one. Okay, thank you all.